Hi, this is DJ with Teleclear Communication. I'll be showing you the kind of brief layout of the web portal that you'll have access to if you are using our system. For starters, you'll actually get a welcome page that looks kind of like this via an email. It'll give you your login access and it'll ask you to complete your setup. From here, when you click that complete setup, it'll go to a tab that asks you for your password and to set up your voicemail PIN. Once logged in, you'll actually get a page that looks like this that gets you over to your front page. At the very front of the page over here, you'll see all the in and outbound calls that are made on the system, from who it was made to who it's going to, and how long they've been on a call. And it will keep repopulating while you're on a page. At the very bottom here, you have your call graph where you can see how many calls you've made, the call volume, total minutes. You have a lot of little features that'll show up right over here. And you have a little bar that you can drag over here based upon the days and how much of that you want to see. You also have the capability of printing it straight from here. We have our call center, where in the call center it'll give you all the stats of and the reporting. So this comes in handy with like big call centers. They want to know all the stats, all the queues, all that good stuff will be all showing up straight from here, and you can run all the reports through here. I'll be showing in a later video how we'll be able to get all the reports and how to get that all set up. On the users tab, you'll see all the extensions that you have access to. So from here you can go and you can tap any of the extensions. For the admins on the account, you'll be able to make changes for all the different people that you have access to. For the basic users, you'll only have access of making changes for yourself. So if I go and tap any of these to edit, I can go in and you can see where it says test one. I can make a change to that. I can change the department. I can change over here also the caller ID and the email address that's associated with them. We can also change the password via right here and the voicemail password as well. When we're in a user, you'll see there's a couple of tabs that pop up. We have the answer rules, voicemail, phones, and advance. In the answering rules, this is how we'll be able to kind of change how the call routes inside of the per extension user. We also have the voicemail where we can go in and change any settings for the voicemail. You can change the voicemail greeting. From here, you can also go in and set the where it's going to be sending this voicemail to email. You can set up the voicemail transcription as well, where you can enable that, and you can have it where it transcribes the voicemails directly to your email address. On the phones tab, you'll see all the phones associated. Currently, right now, I've got my Nova web set up and my phone for this one extension that's right over here. I also have on the advanced tab, where if I flip over here, I can reset this user completely with all the user settings and data. This comes in handy when you actually move. Let's say somebody moves out and then someone moves into that extension, you can just reset it completely and then send them another welcome email where they can go in, set up their new password and a new voicemail pin. In the conference tab, this is where we'll be able to set up conference bridges, and I'll be showing you more advanced features of the conferencing here in a later video. On the auto attendants, we can go in, we can make a new auto attendant. I've already got one currently made over here where if I go and tap into that, you can actually see all the different features over here. And I'll be going more in depth with another video as well to actually show you all the different things that you can do with an auto attendant. It's as simple though as just usually tapping any of these buttons right here, and then you can set it up and see all the different little cool features that you will have access to. In the call queues, I've got a couple of call queues set up already. We have the main call queue and holiday call queue. You can see all the agents that are available over here off to the side. If you were wanting to add or remove an agent, you can just click the agents over here. You can add an agent and type out their extension and it'll pop them right in, or you can go and delete whatever agent that you want on the system. And this is just for that one particular call queue. We have our time frames, which gives you access to setting your times of operation. We have our holiday times and our main hours. If I go into the main hours, you can see that pops up with a couple of features. I can have it where it's always on. I can have it where it's days of the week and time, so I can like check the Sunday and have it where I can check from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. over here. Or I can just uncheck it, and then that will make it where if calls came in during Sunday, it will go to wherever the other routing is that is not the main hours. We also have where we can change it to specific dates or times. So I can set it up for like a holiday time and set it on particular days of the month over here. So there's a lot of little cool features, and I'll be showing more of the advanced features in the time frames and how we'll be able to kind of make the system over here work how we want it. From here, the music on hold will give you access to going in and setting up your music on hold. You can actually add your own music inside here, give it whatever name you like, and upload it right into the system. On the settings tab, you'll have the capability of randomizing your music on hold or even playing an introduction greeting prior to them actually going into that music on hold. The inventory tab will show you all your numbers that you have access to. You can see everything and where its destinations are routed over towards. If you go in and click the edit button, you can see all the different little features when it's enabled, disabled. You have the treatment where you can go and change it to however you like. You can send it directly to a call queue, to an auto attendant, or you can route that number to another offsite number if you like. We don't have any SMS set up just yet, but from here, this is where you'll have access to that. We have our phone hardware where it'll show you a list of all the phones, their MAC addresses, and a couple of features over here. You'll see that on the far left they have a unregistered at the moment. When it's registered, it'll go bright green, so you'll be able to tell if any of the phones are having any kind of problems because it will show up with a red over here if they ever do become unregistered. And then we also have our fax accounts. And with the fax accounts, we'll have access to quite a bit of different features with that fax account. Currently, right now, I don't have any fax numbers assigned to this organization, though. And then, of course, we have our call history tab, where when you go into the call history, you'll be able to see all your calls. You can even export them right from here, or you can schedule an export. So if you want to have, like, statistics sent over to your email, you can do it from there. You also have the filters tab, where you can filter it out based upon what date you're looking for. At the very top here, we have our apps button. If you tap that, it'll give you a little drop-down menu. We have the Attendant Console, where if you go into the Attendant Console, it'll show you all the different things that you have access to. A lot of times, receptionists likes to have this kind of popped up and leaving it up on their front screen. You'll see all the part calls that are coming in. You'll be able to drag and drop calls. So if you're on a call at the moment and you want to drag it to that person, you can. You can click any of the extensions and call that extension or go to their voicemail box. A lot of cool little features just from this Attendant Console alone. In the apps, we also have our Nova Web. When you go into Nova Web, it'll give you access of actually using the web portal as your main way of calling outbound. So you can actually hook up a headset over here and a mic if you like, and then actually make and receive phone calls via the web portal itself. So this is going to come in a lot of handy for y'all. You can actually check your voicemail straight from this over here as well. So you can go wherever you are and make phone calls via just the web portal. When you actually have a phone call coming in here, you also see a pop-up icon that pops up over here letting you know if you want to answer it or if you want to decline it. So there's a lot of cool little features that we'll have access to. This is just the brief summary of all those different options. I'll be going through a lot more of them in the later videos. Thank you so very much.